My name is Cassie and I'm the founder of Fatco, where we use these guys to make this stuff. Let me explain. At Fatco, we specialize in making natural and organic skin and body care products, many of which contain tallow. It's nutrient dense and healing. It's extremely high in vitamins A, D, K, and E, all super important for skin health. It's natural, it's healthy, and it's sustainable.
People are saying, oh yeah, when you're finals MVP, you are now the best player on the planet. To me, that makes no sense whatsoever. I don't care if it's a week, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Who do we appreciate? LeBron James. That's who y'all gotta start appreciating. And you gotta stop disrespecting this man.
You're what it do, baby. It is Friday. Y'all know what the vibes is. John Wall's a weirdo. That's basically my opening statement of this episode. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Prideful podcast. As always, it is your boy Pride, the ugliest motherfucker on the internet, to talk shit about your favorite team. We got a packed show in store for you guys today. After being bothered, hounded, harassed, as the children say, my top 10. Wow. Kyler's overrated and overpaid. Damn. Yuki straight up with the bangers. New helmets are dope. Yes, they are. Look, we'll get into Kyler Murray getting paid, and that will also segue into me dropping my top 10 quarterbacks in the league. I actually made a list, and as we get closer to the season, I will be dropping each roster or each position my top 10 players. So yell at me, call me a piece of shit, do whatever you want. Before that, it's the end of an era. Earlier today, the big dub, WWE, they announced that Triple H is going to resume his executive position as executive vice president of talent relations, effective immediately. Basically, he's, doing what John Laurinaitis was doing, before him and Vince, did their thing. Mere hours later, and I mean this, mere hours later, Vince went on Twitter to, in essence, say that he's done, that he retired. He made a statement. Originally he tweeted something. It was obviously, since it's Twitter, you can't. It's kind of hard to do an entire statement on Twitter. But he just said something short, sweet on Twitter. Then later he came out with an entire statement that he ended up the company ended up letting him publish, all that stuff. So the tweet was, quote, "At 77, time for me to retire. Thank you, WWE Universe. Then, now, forever together. Hashtag WWE. Hashtag thankful." Then afterwards, his statement, and this is basically an exact quote. So the statement that I'm saying, this is basically, what he said. "As I approach 77 years old, I feel like it's time for me to retire as chairman and CEO of WWE. Throughout the years, it's been a privilege to help WWE bring you joy, inspire you, thrill you, surprise you, and always entertain you. I would like to thank my family for mightily contributing to our success, and I would also like to thank all of our past and present superstars and employees for their dedication and passion for our brand. Most importantly, I would like to thank our fans for allowing us to come into your homes every week and being your choice of entertainment. I hold the deepest appreciation and admiration for our generations of fans all over the world who have liked, currently like, and sometimes even love our form of sports entertainment. Our global audience can take comfort in knowing WWE will continue to entertain you with all the same fervor, dedication, and passion as always. I am extremely confident in the continued success of WWE, and I leave our company in the capable hands of an extraordinary group of superstars, employees, and executives. In particular, both chairwoman and co-CEO Stephanie McMahon and co-CEO Nick Khan. As the majority shareholder, I will continue to support WWE in any way I can. My personal thanks to our community, business partners, shareholders, and the board of directors for their guidance and support throughout the years. Then, now, together, forever. By the way, isn't it kind of funny how before it was just then, now, forever, and now Vince, after it came out that he was like, you know, in essence, being Dan Snyder and, paying off women, all of a sudden, now he kind of throws in together. It's hilarious. It's adorable. Yuki says, if your Cubulus is on some bullshit and I see Kyler Lamar there, I'd be pissed. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'm not surprised Vince retired. He probably did it because of this scandal thing. And that's honestly what I think. I don't take this serious at all. I think this is just a spectacle for him to kind of just ride off into the sunset. He's going to disappear for a bit. So that way, if you look back at this time, you could just say, oh, yeah, he retired. Yuki says, I'm making 49er colored wings. I hope they're bad. Michael Brooks said, how'd that song go? Nah. Hey. Goodbye. Oh, that's fucked. But honestly, look, my thing is, and I'm not even trying to be rude, right? But let's be honest, right? Let me speak for myself. We've been asking Vince to step down in terms of the creative decisions for a while. By the way, Michael Brooks said he's still going to be running shit. He's not, actually. I give it a month. I think he's going to do it for a month, then he's going to come back. There's no way he's retiring. Like, legitimate. I don't take this as legitimate retirement. I don't. And the reason why I say this is I think if these allegations didn't come up, would Vince McMahon have retired? And look how abrupt it is. Usually you got guys like, Dave Meltzer, PW Inside. They usually, you have some guys say, hey, look, Vince is kind of contemplating retirement. All of this just came out of nowhere. And I think it's kind of ironic that he waited until Triple H. It almost seems like he was waiting for Triple H to be reinstated back to his position as Executive VP of Talent Relations. It almost seems like he was waiting for Triple H to come back. And then as soon as he came back, he was like, oh, yeah, I'm retired now. That's what this honestly feels like. In all honesty. This doesn't seem like a legitimate retirement. It doesn't seem like he feels like he's, I've been doing this for so long, and it's finally time for me to ride off to the sunset. Just give me no vibes, no inclinations of anything like that. This is just an old pervy fuck who got caught doing old pervy things and wants to be like, ooh. That's what this honestly looks like to me. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I mean, Vince's plan was for him to die in Gorilla. If he could have his way, he's dying with a headset on, with a mic, saying, Roman, pin Brock. And then he just passes away right then and there. I don't take this serious. For all the people saying, oh, this is kind of like the beginning of it. I don't think. I think it comes back. I think where we are right now, what's going to happen is we now see what the future is post Vince McMahon. And when I say post Vince McMahon, it sucks to say that. I don't want to be this guy, but the only way Vince McMahon will not be involved in WWE is when he passes away. That is going to be when he decides to be like, I'm done. And that's just because he's dead. That's the only reason. Right? Like, the WWE is Vince's first, but that's his. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of Vince's adult life, he spent working in WWE. Vince Sr., when he kind of was doing all that stuff, Vince was always there. So he legitimately has been around this business and this company for almost, if not as long as he's been alive. So I don't think this is not a situation. He's not going to go out easily. He's not. Imagine though. Imagine. See, this is how Deshaun Watson thought his situation was going to play out. He thought he'd be able to have something and have like some kind of like secret trap card that he could pull out. Like Vince retiring. This was, if all else fails, bro, I'm gonna retire. That's what this is. This is if all else fails. All else has failed. He's retiring. Give it 2 months, and then you're gonna hear his music. He's gonna come out. Welcome to episode arbitrary number here. So what he's gonna do? He's gonna go over on SmackDown. Welcome to SmackDown episode number. Enter arbitrary number here. So what he's gonna do? What a time to be alive. I wish Vince was Vince, do your thing, Vince. Do your thing. Kyler Murray got paid. 5-year extension worth $230 million. What a time to be alive. Makes him one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the league. His annual average is about $46.1 million, which is second highest, only behind Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers gets paid $50.3 million per year. Watson has an average of $46 million, so Kyler Murray just barely edges Deshaun Watson, and Patrick Mahomes averages about $45 million per year. And then the only deal in NFL history that has more guaranteed money than Murray's is, ironically, Deshaun Watson. Now, let me say this. He deserves it 110%. He is a legitimate quarterback. I do like Kyler Murray. A lot of people give him a bad rap because the thing is Kyler Murray is in an awkward situation, right? Like, it's easy, and people don't realize this, it's easy to hate Kyler Murray. It's easy, right? Because think about it. Before getting Kyler Murray, they spent the number 1 overall pick on Josh Rosen, right? And the genuine feeling around the league is that Josh Rosen never, ever, ever got a fair shake. Now, whether or not you thought he was talented or not, that's up in the air. But he never really got a fair shake. Because 4 weeks in, they were already looking at Kyler, right? Cliff Kingsbury ends up getting Kyler. So it's almost as if they built everything for Kyler. Here's my rebuttal to the people who think like that. Isn't that the point? Aren't you supposed to get your franchise quarterback and build a situation that's perfect and ideal for your franchise quarterback? Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Entice him to stay so you can build long-term around him? Whether that means getting him the head coach he wants, getting him the 2 receivers he wants. Like, isn't that the point? Yuki says Kyler got overpaid. They paid a great value. Babyface Pride looking motherfucker who didn't do jack shit in the wild card round. He was being a crybaby and deserves that money. Bullshit. Here's the thing, though. Tell the full story. Tell the full story. The Cardinals weren't healthy going in. Kyler tried. Now, there are some plays that Kyler sold. No debate. I'm not even going to argue with that. But if we're going to look at that one game, and then try to pretend that that's how he's been the entire year, that is severely misinformed. He was a front runner of MVP for like 6-7 weeks until he got hurt. He doesn't get hurt, he's probably winning the MVP. Like, and then by the way, Damien, what's up? He says, "Boo, who cares about Rosen? Get Cat back, Damien." I'm just saying, Damien. The only thing I'm saying is that was just some of the feeling, right? Like, a lot of people felt Kyler Murray. They hate Kyler Murray because they didn't give Josh Rosen an opportunity. That's all I'm saying. You says, "Dude, no. A franchise quarterback needs to prove that he's that dude, and then you pay him." No, that's not necessarily the case. Because Kyler Murray has proven I can hoop. He's proven I could ball. Kyler Murray has proven that. By your logic, then, the Chargers should not even be in the ballpark of considering of extending Justin Herbert. By your logic, the New England Patriots should cut Mac Jones because of when the Bills drop damn near 50 on our head. And Mac Jones couldn't keep up with him. We got to get rid of him then. Kyler Murray is showing you he could hoop or he could ball. He's showing you that. He's got solid decision making. Can it get better? Yes, but that gets better with experience. That gets better with years playing and seeing new schemes, new defensive schemes, and now getting accustomed to it. You think Tom Brady was breaking down plays as soon as he came in the league? Ben Roethlisberger, Drew Brees? No, that's just something that came along as time went on and they started seeing schemes and they started seeing different complex schemes. They started seeing, okay, last time they ran this, that's it. That's it. And then Damon goes, yeah, Murray proved he's somewhat good, but that doesn't mean he's worth 230 million. The dude almost won MVP if he hadn't gotten hurt. We gotta stop this false narrative that if a guy doesn't if he doesn't go flawless in the playoffs, he doesn't deserve to get paid. Y'all gotta stop that narrative. Y'all gotta stop it. Because I'm not gonna sit here. Kyler Murray did what he could. Did it work out in his favor? No, it didn't. But this is a kid who's still getting better. Again, for 6-7 weeks, he was the favorite to win MVP. That, at the bare minimum, shows you kick a ball. The kick a ball. So it's like at some point, you need to understand this kid could hoop. He is worth that $230 million. He is worth it because he could hoop or he could ball. This year, you've seen him make line adjustments when he wants the line to shift over on one side. You've seen him do it. You've seen him do it. You've seen him call audibles. You've seen him now in spurts run the offense. You've seen him go throw the ball deeper this year. You've seen you're starting to see improvements. If you're seeing improvement, this isn't this kid hasn't plateaued. He hasn't plateaued. And by the way, before you say anything, so shit, why can't we give respect to Lamar that Murray's getting? You want to know the difference? Kyler Murray is getting better. He's getting better. That's the difference. That's the difference between Kyler Murray and Lamar Jackson. Kyler Murray is getting better. He's getting better. He's reading defenses better. His accuracy, the way he throws the ball, his delivery, his running, everything is he's starting to get better. He's getting more comfortable. That's what he's doing. He's getting better. That's why when it comes to Kyler, that's why it's different when you compare Kyler Murray to Lamar Jackson. Because if Kyler Murray can't run, what does he do? He can still throw the ball. You can't say the same about Lamar. Lamar is the same exact dude he came into the league. When you're in the league, nine, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, that's when you can plateau. It's fine because you can't keep getting you better like forever. You can't. You can't get better forever, right? Eventually, you got to plateau. Imagine plateauing before you took your first snap in the NFL. That's Lamar Jackson right now. Kyler Murray's getting better. That's it. He's worth it. He can't ball in the playoffs. He's gonna be like Dak Prescott when it comes to that. I don't know about that though. I don't know about that because Dak has showed you in the playoffs he's allergic to it. Again, you're getting one game and trying to make a bad assumption, and you're not taking into consideration what he had to work with. They had to completely change the playbook. Completely. I'm just saying, man. I understand it's easy to, hate on Kyler Murray. I get it. It's easy. But I don't think we should. I don't think y'all should hate on him. Which brings me to the main event. Final topic. Great segue. My top 10. Oh man, I'm gonna get to it. Oh, hold on. Lamar won MVP. How is he not getting better? He had 2,000 passing yards. He could 2,000 passing yards in an NFL season is not good. 2,000 yards passing is not good. That's not good. He can do check down. Do me a favor. When you ever have a minute, go check his completion percentage on passes more on 7 yards and higher. Go check his percentage. Go check. He can't throw. He can't throw consistently. He can't. That's something he needs to work on. He needs to work on that. He needs to work on it. That's something he needs to work on. Because, again, checkdowns, that's cute. Guess you know who else can throw checkdowns? Me. And I can't hack it as an NFL player on any level. Any level, I can't hack it. I can't hack it on any level whatsoever. And I can do a check down. Once you start having him throw the ball further, he struggles. Why is it not okay to say that? Why? Why is it not okay to say that? Why can I not say he can't throw when he can't? And you want to know what's the easiest proof of him not being able to throw? The mere fact that these guys in the Ravens continuously try to be a run-first team. There's so much in run-first, they traded away Hollywood Brown. I'm just saying, man, again, the checkdowns, that's fine. Once he gets to go over 7 yards, his accuracy dips, and his arm really isn't that great either. You don't have to have the best arm, but the thing is, if it's 3rd and 6, I need to be able to count on your arm. You can't count on Lamar's arm consistently. It's too inconsistent. But, that's an unpopular decision, so, you're not allowed to say that. So, top 10. The top 10 quarterbacks. At number 10, Kyler Murray. I believe Kyler Murray next year, into the year we're heading into, I believe he ends up having a pretty respectable year and perhaps could potentially go up. By the way, honorable mention, right outside of number 11, Kirk Cousins. There have been rumors that Mike Zimmer has been intentionally changing the play calls to kind of screw Kirk Cousins a little bit. Now that he's out, we're going to see if that really is the case. I expect Kirk Cousins to have a phenomenal year. He needs to. If not, it's going to be a problem. But he's my 11th. 10 is Kyler Murray. 9, 8. So for me, 9, 8, 7, and 6, I think they're all close. I think you can have a different combination But my combination goes 9th, Justin Herbert, 8th, Russell Wilson, 7th, Derek Carr, 6th, Joe Burrow. Justin Herbert, I do like the gunslinging. I love it a lot. But because of his, his youth, he kind of tends to gunsling in moments where he should be a little conservative. Again, that's just a situation with, that's just a situation that you kind of got to work with experience. Russ, the reason why I have Russ 8th, because a lot of people have Russ higher. For me, I got Russell Wilson 8th. It's gonna be he's and not only is he gonna be kind of in a new system, but at the same time, I had to bump him off because even though it was injuries last year, prior to the injury, he wasn't looking too good. By the way, real quick, how many times those passes to Hollywood was not dropped? So you're basically trying to say that you gotta blame some of it on Hollywood. Now, do me a favor, name me how many times Hollywood Brown has led the league in drop passes. Once. And guess who he was tied with? Tyreek Hill that year. So how come Patrick Mahomes can still throw the ball deep? Almost as if he's good enough to do it. And if you want to try to blame some drop passes on Hollywood, what about the times that Lamar Jackson underthrew him? Hate to see it, but yeah, Russell Wilson 7th. Oh, I'm sorry, 8th. 7th is Derek Carr. I think Derek Carr is another guy who can vault up into the top 5 heading after next year, because I think him with Darren Waller, I think the load is going to be taken off Darren Waller so he can remain healthy. You still got Hunter Renfrow. And now the addition of Devontae Adams. They have a respectable run game. A run game that can get it done. Obviously you're not going to sit there and try to be a run first team, but it's enough where you have to respect. I think the combination of that will propel him higher. But right now I got him 7th, 6th, Joe Burrow. I am curious to see if he can replicate some of the success next year. If he can, it's going to be very interesting. By the way, the top 10 that Yuki brought up, I'll put yours up in a minute. 5, Aaron Rodgers. I've been saying for the longest, Aaron Rodgers is, I don't get why people want to keep giving him 1, when in all actuality, unfortunately, he just isn't. He's still a top 5 quarterback, but I think 5 and 4 you can flip. But for me, I think at this point now we're starting to see Aaron Rodgers, where now people are starting to realize when things get hard, Aaron Rodgers thinks about his stats. So he kind of starts doing incomplete passes, or he'll do something where take a little bit of a risk and try to convert on that 3rd and 7. Instead of converting, he'll dump it off. So that way it's still a completion, and they end up only gaining 4 on the play. Now it's 4th and 3, but guess what? He ain't throwing an interception. He ain't throwing incompletion, so Aaron Rodgers doesn't care. When he gets adversity thrown in his face, he can't handle it. I've been saying this for the longest. I'm just glad people are starting to get it. Aaron Rodgers, 5. 4, Matt Stafford. I think, and this is coming from a dude, me personally, I didn't think Matthew Stafford was all that. But I think now we can confidently say that the reason that people didn't really talk about him was Detroit was a cesspool. A lot of people, me included, believe that, hey, don't matter where he's at, it won't matter. Ends up going to the Rams, getting a Super Bowl, contributing, might I add. The connection he had with Cooper Kupp was phenomenal. So if we're going to talk about Cooper Kupp, we got to give Matthew Stafford some of that, because there were a lot of pinpoint accurate passes that came from Matthew Stafford. And there were also a lot of trust balls that he threw at himself. 4, it's going to be Matthew Stafford. Number 3, I got, obviously, the GOAT, Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. Again, MVP caliber season. He looks like he can still play for like 5 more years. 2 and 1, I think you could flip them either way. I got Patrick Mahomes at 2 and Josh Allen at 1. I have seen people that have Patrick Mahomes 1 and Josh Allen 2. I'm good with that. I don't mind that at all, as long as those are your top 2. Yuki says 10, Dak Prescott, LOL. 9, Justin Herbert. 8, Matthew Stafford. 7, Russell Wilson. 6, Derek Carr. 5, Aaron Rodgers. 4, Josh Allen. 3, Tom Brady. 2, Joe Burrow. Settle down. And 1, Patrick Mahomes. Settle down. Settle down. First of all, Dak top 5. If Dak is top 5, then Kirk Cousins top 7. Don't do that. Don't do that. To recap, at 10, Kyler, I'm not that short. Murray. 9th, Justin, I'll take your mom. Herbert. 8th, Russell, I am a good guy. Wilson. 7th, Derek, the good brother. Vroom vroom. Carr. 6th, Joseph, smoking Joe Burrow. 5, Aaron, I suck in the playoffs. Rodgers. 5, Matthew stumbled into a Super Bowl ring. Stafford. 3, Thomas Edward Patrick Brady, not his father, but the son, Junior. 2, Patrick, I have no brother, Mahomes. And number 1, Josh, I'll have your daughter home by 9. Allen, again, in my opinion, 9, 8, 7, and 6, you can mix them up. And 1 and 2, I will not fight you if you have those flipped. But again, I also think be smart, though. Dak is not better than Kyler. In no way, shape, or form is Dak Prescott even in the same ballpark. I mean that with all due disrespect. You keep going on Monday. You're gonna have my disrespect. You're gonna be my disrespect moment of the week if you keep going on the route you're going, bro. Because ain't no way, no how is Dak Prescott even close to Kyler Murray. I'm being serious too. He's not. Again, I understand the hatred. I get that. I get the hatred. I get it. You know, it's easy to hate on a guy like, easy to hate on a buddy. But guess what? I'm be one of the people screaming at the top of my lungs. Free Kyler. He deserves it. Shadow of a doubt. Ladies and gentlemen, before we sign off, I have a friend who has a surprise. I don't know what the surprise is. I don't know what the surprise is. I just found out. I think I know what it is, but I'm not 100% sure. For those of y'all who have been here before, you guys know my boy, Mike Hughes. Mike, my boy.
What's going on? Yo, this is Mike Hughes. I'm the new co-host of Prideful Takes. I think it's a beautiful thing. This is live from the toilet. That shitty ass take talking about Dak Prescott's better than Kyler Murray. I've been looking in the toilet. I couldn't find that take. I couldn't find the source of where that came from. But Pride, that's all I had to say is back to you live from the studio. I'll keep looking, but I can't find it in here, Pride. But I'll keep working, boss.
If you find it, let me know. By the way, for those of y'all listening, my guy was really on the toilet. You love to see it. What a time to be alive. What a time indeed. Follow us on Twitter at Prideful Takes. Any news you guys want us to talk about, feel free to tag us in it. Catch us on Facebook at Prideful Takes and also at YouTube at Prideful Takes. Visit our website, www.pridefultakes.com. Not only is every episode of the podcast up there, we also have original articles. Check us out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Prideful Takes Podcast. If you have an iPhone, say, hey, Siri, play the Prideful Takes Podcast. She'll take care of the rest. As always, go to www.fatco.com. Use discount code Prideful Takes, one word, get 15% off. On behalf of Mike, who came in, brief cameo, that's my boy. It is your boy Pride. We'll be back here on Monday so I can shit on your favorite team. Until then, y'all know what to do. Be safe.
Knew where that was going. That was a great read. Lillard from the logo. That'll quiet the
2 on the season. 2nd and 1 for the Bills. They handle the rush. Allen looking. End zone.
To Shohei Ohtani. Center field. Let's watch it go.
Did several of those inside low kicks.